Barbara.
And I'm Karen, and we're the Sync Sisters.
This is our tech bit on the new iPhone 6S and 6S Plus.
Okay, well today I am the lucky person who got a new Apple product. And being a lifetime Apple product user, one of my favorite things is their design and their packaging. So here we have, we're starting off looking at just the boxes for the 6S and the 6S Plus because they are gorgeous.
They are beautiful.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's typical Apple, simple, lovely design. And this is my box, and it's got this beautiful graphic and then this pink bevel, which might give you a clue as to what I got.
It might.
And, you know, the Plus is just gorgeous. It's a little bigger box, same thing. And this has a blue graphic, and a silver lining, which might give you a hint as to what that color is.
Yeah.
But it's just probably one of the most fun things in the world to me is getting the new Apple device.
Yes, getting the Apple box and opening it up.
So let's open it up. And there it is, the beautiful phone. And I'm going to take it out. And now you can see the color is the rose gold.
Which is really pink.
Yeah, it's very pink,
Basically
and that's why I like it. I'm trying to get it in there. Look at that.
It's a pretty soft pink. It's not obnoxious. It's a really beautiful. It doesn't look like rose gold to me. I feel like rose gold is a little golder looking.
I know. I think they were afraid to be too feminine or something with it, but why not? They've got silver and, you know, the other colors. So.
Right.
But it's just a beautiful phone, and the difference between, why don't we bring the Plus in? Yeah,
we'll bring the Plus in. We can take a look at the size difference.
Right, because that's really...
Okay, and there we are. So you can see this one's barely making it on the screen. Yep. It has a 5.5 screen instead of a 4.7. Right. And that's really the only difference.
Yeah.
The camera is the only other difference that it has.
Right, which we'll talk about those features a little bit.
Just a few minutes.
They're pretty much the same except for the size. And I was still on a 5S, so going up to the 6S was a big change with the size for me.
Right.
And let's show the pretty silver color of that Plus.
Oh yeah, look at the pretty silver.
See? Very nice.
It's very classy.
And this is kind of funny because this is my phone, that's my husband's, so it's like his and hers.
His and hers! Isn't that cute? All right.
But otherwise, all the buttons, you know, are in the same place, and the camera, and physically, other than it's a little bit thicker than the...
than its predecessor, the 6. Right. It's a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier, 5.04 ounces instead of 4.55. So it's really not much of a difference. But you know, I was holding a 6 and the 6S in my hands last week, and you could really tell a difference. And actually, I think it felt a little nicer having it be just a little bit heftier. The 6 was a little slidey, you know, a little lightweight. Yep. It's also got a new 7000 series aluminum case. It's the same grade used as in the aerospace industry. And it's a zinc fortified aluminum. So they are not going to, there's going to be no bendy phones this time around. Right. The cover glass is made by Corning, and it's the strongest, most durable glass they've ever made. It's a dual ion exchange. Dual ion exchange process, and it's pressure sensitive, and that's an exciting thing. We'll be talking about all the fun features you have because of that. It's faster. It's an A9 processor instead of an A8, and it has 2 gigabytes of RAM instead of 1 gigabyte, which basically is just going to make all your apps run faster and more efficiently.
Right.
Probably one of the biggest updates is the camera. We're finally getting a little bit bigger camera. The forward-facing camera, the selfie camera, is now a 5 megapixel camera, which really you can take some decent pictures.
Oh, great.
It used to be 1.2, so it wasn't very good.
Right.
It also uses the screen to flash.
Awesome.
So you have a selfie flash.
A selfie with good lighting, because you want to look good in your selfies.
That's right. And you can also do HD video now with that camera and pano, which you couldn't do before. You could usually just take pictures, so that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how you do a selfie pano, but you know, maybe you can do it.
Selfie pano. Wow.
Yeah,
You'd
selfie
have to be
pano.
very talented.
You would.
I have a hard time with regular cameras.
I know. But it's fantastic. And then the eyesight camera on the back side, the camera you normally shoot with, was 8 megapixels. Now it's 12.
Right.
And the difference between the 6S and the 6S Plus is the camera's the same, but it has image stabilization.
The plus.
The plus does.
Right.
So it uses the gyroscope to accommodate for shaky hands, whether you're taking a video or photos. So in low light situations, it is better. But that's really the only difference.
Okay.
Okay, let's see, what else do we have here?
Right.
4K video recording.
Yes.
That's exciting. You can produce some really stunning video. It doesn't default that way, though, because they're much bigger, right?
Right, and you need a 4K device to view it, too.
Right. YouTube is a 4K. YouTube will show 4K, and of course, but TVs, you'd have to get
a
4K TV in order to take advantage. But that's nice for people who are really doing some serious videoing.
Right.
Also, they improved the Touch ID sensor. It's a Touch ID Sensor 2, which is so really nice. It's very responsive.
Just goes right into it.
And that's fantastic.
My iPad, that of course doesn't have the new sensor.
Right.
You know, so it's difficult. You push it and it doesn't come on as mine, and then you push too hard and Siri comes up. So I've really liked that feature.
I do too. So let's talk more about how this new screen, this 3D touch, multi-touch
the biggest update with this phone, I've had it 3 weeks now, is that the update is really fun. It's got a really fun feature, and this 3D touch is what I'm talking about, is really just great. So the first thing to look at with the 3D touch is the live wallpapers. And this is one of the ones that comes with the phone. And if I press and...
Oops, a little too late.
If I press and hold...
Isn't that cool?
It's moving.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So that's really fun. And I'm going to go into the phone now. The 3D touch, which does a lot of nice features. And one is these contextual messages. If I tap, press and hold, and you know, it really takes a while to get used to. It's not it's not
just tapping, right?
You're used to on a touch screen just lightly tapping, and you're always telling people that can't get the hang of it, don't push too hard.
Right.
The 3D touch, you really push. Everyone else besides Apple calls it a force touch,
right?
Which it really is. You force the touch. So what I did here is I pressed I pressed quite hard on this, and it brought up the contextual message
that's cool.
menu for messages. And you can see I can pick some of the ones that I use a lot, or I could go right into doing a new message.
That's really nice.
That works a lot for all of the regular
Apple
apps. And third parties are,
starting to get on the board.
Right. I found that OpenTable does it right now.
Right. And Instagram, I think, does it.
So you can see quickly, I could just go to my inbox or do a new message without having to go into the app.
Or search. That's nice. Sometimes you're looking for something in mail and you don't have to go all the way in.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to, the other feature, I'm going to go into the program, into mail, is called Peek and Pop. Now you see if I tap like that, I'm peeking.
Oh.
So I'm looking for that email.
So you're getting a little preview, getting a little bit more of an idea of what's there.
And then if I want that one, I press even harder and I pop into that email.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's a great way to search for different features on different things you're looking for.
And that works in mail and messages. And,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's a little... because on my phone, I have it, of course, now, but I don't on my iPad. So it's hard. I've been having to, force myself to use it.
Sure. Because
on one device you can, one device you can't. So I think it really will be great when both of them have it.
Right.
But for right now, I found it really handy on the phone to do.
That's great. And it kind of gives you some kind of feedback, doesn't it? When you push hard, what's that all about?
Boom. It gives you a little vibration.
Okay. So it feels like it's pushing back.
So you've done something. So it's kind of... like you're at one with your phone. It's talking to you, through touch.
Cool.
So it's pretty neat.
That's neat.
And the other thing that kind of goes along with this 3D touch is live pictures. So I'm going to go into my photo app. Well, first of all, let me show you in the camera app. When I take a picture, you'll see this little icon up here.
Oh yeah, that little round icon.
And if it's yellow, that means it's on. That's the live photo thing. So you can take it with or without a live photo. But they're so fun. I think you're going to want it on. Now, if I go into my Photos app, and let's bring up this picture. It just looks like a picture of my cats. If I press and hold.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. You can see the video. And we have our audio turned off right now for filming on the phone, but if it was on, it does pick that up too.
And it's taking, what, a second and a half before and after the picture that you take?
Yeah, their idea was the most interesting things often happen right after you take the photo, or right before, right?
Really so fun for a group, or
it'd be funny.
We took one of the dog the other day, and so the dog was being, you know, you can really get the personality of a dog instead of just the smile, because of course they never sit still, right?
It's funny. I'm finding though, I have a lot of little live photos of me, you know, putting the phone down.
Oh, sure.
At the end, which is really boring, right?
Yeah.
So I started to think to myself, oh, when I take a picture, when I'm done, I'm going to hold it there.
Yeah, do something,
you know,
right?
So it'll change the way I take pictures instead of like, you know, me like, oh, putting the phone away.
And people too.
Yeah.
Right.
Oops. And a fun feature is when you flip through.
Oh, it'll show you if it's live.
You can see the little
movement.
Right. And then you know, oh, that's a live photo.
Yeah, there's a doggy picture.
Oh, see, there I'm putting the phone away.
You know, and also it's good to note that these can be shared with people who don't have a 6S or 6S Plus, and it will work.
Great.
So you can text them or share them with other people. I think only within the Apple ecosystem right now, but I think they're working on getting them to work other places.
Yeah,
like
I think they're just fun.
They are fun.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. They are. They're going to take up more room, even if you have Photo Library on and you have the optimized versions, the smaller versions on your phone. We just don't know if it's going to be a space issue right now or not, right?
It's supposedly not.
Right.
It's supposedly twice as much, which if it were true video, it would be a lot more. So I remember Tim Cook talking about how they really worked an amazing algorithm to keep the size down of these files.
Right. So we'll just have to see in the future, right?
Right. So one more fun feature about the phone,
right? Siri has a change. If I'm going to turn this off and I say, hey Siri. Okay, you notice I got Siri to wake up without touching her. Stop her. Without touching the phone, which you previously could do only when it was plugged in.
Right, that's really cool.
And also some nice features is that it takes you through a training process of your voice saying, hey Siri, so she learns only your voice. So let's put her to the sister test. You try it, Barb. Try it.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Oh, so if you're related,
sound too much alike.
That's so funny. Well, I guess you know I can get into your phone then. I couldn't get into my husband's though. We tried that, so it really is because we're related.
I know, that's silly. She messed up our filming, right?
Well, anyway, that's great. It's a fabulous phone. So you've had it for a while, and how do you feel about it? I mean, you did come from a 5S, so it was a big change.
Oh, I just love it, you know, and I think the features, the updates are really amazing if you think about them, the 3D touch.
Right.
I mean, right now they do, you know, really nice things, but not, you know, a ton. I'm sure in the future it's going to just be crazy.
When app developers start writing for that,
it just is a fun update to me. I just really enjoy the new features.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching the Sync Sisters Tech Bit.
And please subscribe to our channel.